Welcome back to the channel, guys.
What's going on, everybody?
Watching the Christmas special of Sherlock.
This will be interesting.
Yeah. From the picture of it, it seems like they're going, and from what I've heard, they go back in time, like where it's like a. I don't think it's gonna really affect.
That's what I was gonna say. But you said this aired. What was the deal with this episode?
They put it out in between seasons, obviously, but they made it like specifically to be a Christmas special.
Do you know if every season there was like a 2-year break in between?
It seems like that's what everyone's been saying. So.
Yeah.
At least definitely between between 1 and 2. Yeah, so that must have been because it was between 1 and 2, and then one between 2 and 3.
That's insane.
I think I forget it because it probably doesn't take too long to shoot it. I guess it would take about the same because they're so long. But like, just getting all the actors together is probably usually the issue.
Maybe it does take that long to shoot it.
That's what I'm saying because you think about how
many. Like a movie takes what, a couple of years?
Well, I mean. Yeah, with editing and everything, but like for the actors to be there, it's probably like a couple months.
But that's what I mean. It takes like a year or so, if not more, to put a movie together. Yeah, and these are ultimately 3 movies in a season.
Yep.
So kind of makes sense.
Yeah. I guess yeah, because I mean, unless you shoot them all back to back, but I doubt they're doing that.
Right. They don't need to because they're so different.
Right. And the seasons have been like, even the episodes have been. I feel like there's like a loose main plot line
of Moriarty.
Yeah, especially now that he's supposedly back.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you're saying you don't think this continues that whole thing?
No, I think this is going to be like one of the original writers' like stories. I'm guessing. I'm only like halfway through reading the book, so whatever.
I was just gonna say.
I don't know. I'm assuming it's going to be like one of the short stories that were in one of his books. And they're going to turn it into an old-time episode, you know?
Yeah. Sorry, fixing the cushion.
It's all right.
All right.
But I say we start.
Let's do it.
Incarcerate Sherlock without causing a riot on a daily basis. The alternative.
It's seeming like it's like catching you up on the whole story. Like, it'd be weird if it didn't involve it at all at this point.
I don't know how they do that, though. No, I think that is. But I think it is going to be towards the main plot. They're just going to set it in a different somehow. Do you think they're going to do like? But they said alternatively. Do you think it's just going to actually be like a retelling of the story, like very briefly in one episode back in time? Because he's got the limp and everything still. And this is how the original book started too. Yeah, this was the very beginning of the show and the book.
Yep.
Yes, of course. You've been in Afghanistan, I perceive. Dr. Watson, Mr. Sherlock.
It's almost like word for word out of the book.
You'll do. I'm sorry?
This is actually pretty cool.
It's awesome.
I wasn't sure how that was.
It's the same episode. It's pretty much pretty much exactly the same conversation they had.
But it's just weird because I just finished the first book last week, and just finished the second one this week. But the first one, it's almost like identical to this, like almost word for word, you know?
Yeah, but that's even how the episode was on this one.
Right. Shows how like close
it's true to the book they've been staying.
Right. I wish we were watching this around Christmas time.
Yeah.
I feel out of place watching it.
Now I kind of wish that the whole show was shot in 1890.
And I notice you published another of your stories, Dr. Watson.
Yes, did you enjoy it?
No.
Oh?
Why in God's name are you pretending to be a client?
Because I could think of no other way to see my husband. Husband.
That was the only way she could get to see him.
Lestrade, just stop loitering by the door and come in.
That's funny to see them all like this.
Lighter than Jones, heavier than Griggs. Thank you. From the beginning, then.
That was a cool shot.
After what?
You.
Kills herself.
Mommy.
Really, Lestrade. Lestrade.
It's a shotgun wedding.
Jeez. I was gonna say, so there's a cop. Is this cop the only witness to that?
I guess. Well, it seemed like other people were around.
That's what it seemed like, yeah.
And am I just to sit here?
Not at all, my dear. We'll be hungry later. Phone's just one thing.
Needs must when the devil drives, Watson.
Mrs. Hudson, tell my husband I'll be home late. I have some urgent business.
I think it's Moriarty. It's an M.
Friend in need. Oh dear, what friend?
England.
Or Mycroft. That's what it is.
Could be.
Stranger things have happened. Such as? Well, strange things. Looking like a child. This is clearly man's work. Where is he? Is there anything to which you would like to draw my attention?
Nothing at all, Mr. Holmes. You may leave anytime you like.
Oh, that's what's. I didn't even realize that's what's her name. Like she's the one taking care of the dead bodies, obviously.
There are two features of
Molly.
Yeah, that's her.
Why not? Because it's never twins.
Lily was not a twin, nor did she have any sisters. She had one older brother who died.
That's an Easter egg for our guess for Moriarty. Maybe he was a twin.
Maybe.
Amazing. What one has to do to get ahead in a man's world. What's he saying that for?
Get back to work.
Is he joking as in like he
Yeah,
knows
it's
she?
Molly dressed up as a man.
Right.
It was not for several months that we were to pick up the threads of this strange case again.
Oh, this was the one they were talking about in the beginning. His narration was talking about in the beginning.
Yeah.
Didn't Dr. Watson move out a few months ago? He did, didn't he? Who have I been talking to all this time? Worked surprisingly well, then. I actually thought he was improving.
Why do you never mention me, sir?
Go away.
Go away. He knows it. He got annoyed.
Sorry, what?
Is it Joey?
Yeah, it looks like it. Oh God.
To anyone who wishes to study mankind, this is the spot. Not socialists, Doctor. No.
Anarchists.
No.
The French?
The suffragists? Is there any large body of people you're not concerned about?
Dr. Watson is endlessly vigilant.
Will you do it, Sherlock? I can promise you a superior distraction.
On one condition. Have another plum pudding.
There's one on the way.
2 years, 11 months, and 4 days.
Ridiculous.
It's getting exciting now. Tick-tock.
I wonder why they made him fat.
He probably wasn't in the book, I bet.
Oh, maybe.
She's come for me, Louisa. Oh, God, help me.
What's going on?
Who's come for you?
It was the bride. And you saw
I
nothing.
was wondering if it was going to come back to that.
Did your husband describe?
Nothing.
I feel like it's all like part of their imagination. Like it's going to end up being that, you know?
Right, or another, like, hallucinogen.
That's true. What the hell? I got nothing on this one.
No.
No ideas.
How did she go from guns to just a look?
And we know she's not really gonna end up being like a magical spirit, you know. They like to set that up, and then he deduces what it really is, you know.
Are you clear on that, Watson?
You can rely on me, Mr. Holmes.
That's weird.
Do you think she works for Mycroft for real? Like in the real show?
Maybe. I doubt it.
We'll show ourselves out. I hope to see you again in the morning.
You will not.
Then sadly, I shall be solving your murder. Good day.
Crazy house.
What was that?
Lady Carmichael was
Same house from before.
Tense of a violent headache. All the doors and windows of the
I know,
house
but now
will
we're
be
getting to really
locked.
see the inside.
You think the Spectre...
The game is afoot.
They always have that moment where like Sherlock explains it well, and
Yeah.
John finally gets it, and he's
Yep.
like, "All right, let's go."
Pass me your revolver. I have a sudden need to use it.
And you are flesh and blood, you have feelings, you must have. What are we to do?
The hell?
Why don't we have a chat?
I don't even have any idea what could possibly what it could be. This is how I felt during that one, the episode.
Hound one?
Yeah,
She's gonna be right behind him.
This
yeah.
is the 19th century.
I didn't think of that. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yep.
The ghost! There are no ghosts!
I wonder if this is going to be something similar to the Hounds one. Yeah.
I didn't see any smoke or anything though.
No.
The Stroud could work it out.
Thank you.
It's because this is similar to how the Hounds one was, but reversed.
Motive and opportunity. They might as well have left a note.
Or not even, almost the same.
Yeah, but Sherlock was first.
Yeah, he saw it first. That's what I meant.
Moriarty's dead.
And
Oh,
yet.
no, it's Moriarty.
His body was
Remember the
never
last one was when he says, "Miss me,
To
miss
be
me."
expected when one pushes a maths
yeah.
professor over a waterfall.
I feel like this really is the next episode.
Yeah, for, like,
You know, like he's in shock that Moriarty's back. Obviously, you know,
Moriarty may beg to differ.
it's still picking up the story. It's crazy. I just put that together. Like in my head, I'm just like thinking, like, wait, this is the next episode,
yeah.
more or less. You know. I like how instead of being like digital
Yeah,
print,
it's
it's
paper.
paper. I'm telling you, I think we're going to be right with the twin thing.
It's the only logical explanation.
And the fact that Watson brought it up earlier, and he blew it off and saying it never be twins.
was away. Now you want your skin fresh. Just a little crispy.
So disgusting.
That's what people really are, you know? Dust.
Do you think this is all in his head?
Back. Impossible.
Like he's still in his.
But she did it.
In his mind palace.
You need
Yeah.
to know how. You blew your own brains out. How could you survive? Well, maybe I could
Telling you, I think it's the twin.
So will you die?
Because it's the one thing he's overlooking. Because Watson said it, and he, like I said, he blew by it.
The fool that kills you, Sherlock. It's the lightning.
Oh shit! Wasn't expecting him to do that.
If I'd been there in 1895.
No, Sherlock.
Oh, so it was a case that happened back then.
Morphine or cocaine, which is it today?
Answer me, damn it.
That's cool. They went back.
Moriarty.
It's just all in his mind palace. That's awesome.
Moriarty's dead.
It's such a ridiculous hat.
I don't get the back brim.
I'm sure there's some purpose for it. It's so funny how they really put you in the shoes of Watson. Like, he looks just as confused, I feel like, as we feel like watching
Oh
it, you
yeah,
know?
always.
Must be difficult being so little brother.
Oh, God.
I
Like,
was picking on him back then.
but, like, this is all in his head, though, so that's, like, how he really
That's how
feels.
he feels, right?
Yeah.
A substitute corpse bearing a strong resemblance to Mrs. Rigoletti takes her place and is later transported to the morgue.
They helped her fake her death maybe to get out of the marriage.
To Scotland Yard.
You think?
Meanwhile, the real Mrs. Rigoletti slips away.
Because why would she have killed her husband? You know, maybe he was a piece of garbage.
Now comes the really invisible army hovering at our elbow, tending to our
Just
homes,
women, you think?
raising our children.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amelia thought that she found happiness with Ricoletti, but he was a brute too.
That's the friend. Yep.
Doesn't quite make sense. Doesn't quite make sense. Of course, it doesn't make sense.
I had a feeling it was him.
Moriarty's back. We have a case. We have a real life problem right now.
You know Sherlock's gonna end up being right.
Just let me do this.
So everyone always lets you do whatever you want.
See, now this is all believable to me because it's in his head, you know? So it's just like, of course it's crazy. Where the hell is he?
This is how we end, you and I. Always here.
This is kind of what I thought it was going to be. Maybe he really is dead, but he's just, it's part of his mind.
Magnificent brave Moriarty. You're going in the water. Shot us.
What the hell is that?
It's always just you.
I think it's just like all metaphorical, you know?
I guess.
Like, well, I'm saying as far as like him getting lost in like
In his own mind.
yeah. It's kind of like when he jumped off the roof, you know?
Yep.
Look after him.
I like him Mycroft like that. He's more like
Yeah,
relatable,
he really, yeah.
but he shows his emotions. He wears them on his sleeve a little more
A
than
little bit more. Only when it comes to Sherlock, though.
right. I wasn't expecting it to really tie into.
That
Like
tied
that.
in, like, exactly.
Flying machines,
Right.
these, telephone contraptions.
Oh, that's cool. They did that. There was the back in time, him looking through the window, and then it zoomed out to the modern time. That was wild. What else is there though with this show?
Yeah, that was cool. I liked it being set back then.
Yeah, I remember somebody commenting, maybe in one of the first few episodes, saying that there was that little short we had to watch between the last two seasons, or going into the third season, I think it was, and then
this one.
but this one we had to watch. I remember them
Well,
saying
clearly.
that. But I know, but I'm saying that person who commented that said that you have to watch that. The little short, we could have skipped that, you know.
Right.
But this one we had to watch. Now it makes sense, you know.
Right.
I just didn't think it would tie that.
Yeah, that's
The
not
way they
how
did
you
it was
said to me.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like halfway through the episode, I was like, "Oh, I see what's going on here." So it is really
This
dealing
is-
with the same plot.
Yeah.
And it's really all just in his head.
1890.
He literally just overdosed and was in some type of in his head. But I wonder if it seems like he really is dead, but
That's
he's
what
still
it
saying
seemed
he.
like.
So our twin theory is still a possibility. I'm still holding out hope. The way they meant, like the fact that we brought it up and then Watson brought it up as well in that episode.
Yeah.
Granted, it was about the different case, but Sherlock was relating the two in his head.
Right.
So I mean, it's
Very
still
well
plausible.
could be.
And the fact that it's something so simple, even in what was the name of that movie again?
The Prestige.
Yeah. Without giving like spoilers away to that movie, it was something so simple like that, and nobody noticed it because of that.
Right.
You know. Well, I won't go into spoilers, but because it's a great movie.
It is a great movie.
But it's the same premise. Like he's thinking about it so hard that he's overlooking the obvious.
Yeah.
And Watson is the one who thought of it. You know.
He's not overlooking it. He just says it's never them.
But that's by
He's
that.
convinced.
Right. But that's him because of that. He's overlooked.
It's
He's
just not even a consideration.
Correct. Huh. That was cool.
Yeah, this show is great.
Like, they basically were 4 episodes in one of these seasons because that was.
Yeah, that was definitely the first episode of the season.
It's funny how they filmed that extrally. Like, they
Well,
had
we'll
that.
see.
They had that planned out because I think they just really wanted to do these guys back in time. You know.
Yeah.
And that was the way they came.
That
up
would have
with.
been cool if the whole show was like that. Like,
I like it modern because almost all the old Sherlock movies and stuff have most of the time been during the old time. But in the reverse, watching it now that we're so used to them being modern, it was cool to see.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Plus, I like those characters, like,
Right.
back then. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. But like,
I don't know.
it's funny that they all translated very well though to being old timey characters.
Yeah, they did great. Molly was funny.
Yeah, because she was pretending. I thought that's what Watson meant when he walked out and
Yeah,
said
that's
that to
definitely
her.
what he meant.
Like, well, I know you're disguising as a man to get ahead,
Right.
to get this job and be
This
respected.
is like a man's job back
Right.
then.
It took me a second to pick up on that, but then I realized it. But Anyway, guys, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.
See you later.